Yes, I did have my baby in my car. That was a first as well. That story's been told. You can look on YouTube. Oh man, okay. So, you all need to know that I was a very responsible 11-year-old. Because I feel like this may sound bad, but so I was 11 and I was the oldest of 4 kids, and I was a oops we better get married baby. So my parents kind of got their act together before they had the rest of the family. So I was 11, one of my brothers was 7 and the other was 4. And this was the summer before junior high, I was feeling very grown up, ready to take on responsibilities. And I babysat my brothers a fair amount. When my mom would go to the grocery store or, a little date, but they'd come back before bedtime. But this was the first time I was being allowed to babysit when we all needed to go to bed before they got home. And I was psyched. I was up to the task. I was ready for this. I was born for this. So I was encouraging them, just go out, don't worry, just stay out late, we'll be fine, we got this. My mom was 8 months pregnant with my sister at the time, so maybe they were desperate enough for a date, they just went with it. And so they left me and my brothers for an evening of fun. And our neighborhood was really quiet, a really nice neighborhood, like nothing ever happened. We did have a shady character for a neighbor. His name was Jimmy Dean. I know, the sausage. Yeah, but I didn't know about the sausage. Jimmy Dean. He lived across the street, 3 doors down, and everyone kept their yards pretty nice, but his had these enormous bushes in front of the driveway, and it wasn't very well kept, and it was rumored that Jimmy Dean had been to prison at one point, but he was back. And the neighborhood kids loved to speculate about what happened and what was going on over there. I think they had a lot of dogs. I felt like maybe 10, probably 4. I don't know. One of them was a German Shepherd, and he scared me. He would get out sometimes. And there were bats in the bushes, too, just to put that out there, if you went out too early in the morning. So we had Jimmy Dean. So anyway, back to our cozy evening. I don't remember anything out of the ordinary happening. I just remember us all deciding we would get in my parents' bed, the 3 of us, to go to bed, because it's our first time to go to bed without our parents. So my brothers went to sleep pretty quickly, but I felt like I should stay up and wait till my parents got home, be responsible. So I turned on some Star Trek. Good times, yeah. So I was watching Star Trek and just kind of hanging out, and all of a sudden there's this pounding on the front door. Not knocking, pounding on the front door. And I'm alarmed. I'm trying to kind of keep it cool. And then the pounding happens again. So I decide I should probably call my neighbor. Serious pounding. So I pick up my parents' phone, and there were these phones in the 80s that instead of having a tone when you press the button, it was a pulse. Like, anybody familiar? I don't know why this was a good idea. So I pick up this phone, and I try to dial my neighbor, and it misdials. So I try again. It misdials like 3 times, and then a light bulb moment occurred. I had been watching Rescue 911 faithfully all summer, every day at 4 o'clock. It was time to call 911. 3 numbers, 911, couldn't misdial, and there's pounding on my door. So I go for it, call 911. Dispatcher answers, 911, what's your emergency? And I'm like, there's somebody banging on my door, and I'm here by myself with my brothers. And so she's trying to keep me calm, and she said I kind of sounded like a little kid, but I was 11, but, anyway, not important. I was trying to be tough. It wasn't coming across real well at that point. So I'm talking to her, giving her our address, and she's, doing her good dispatcher job, trying to keep me distracted and whatever, and then at one point she's like, is that the banging? Like, yes, that's the banging. She can hear the banging over the phone. It is so loud. And in my 11-year-old brain, I'm like, it is Jimmy Dean. And he is drunk, and he is here with his German Shepherd, and he is coming to kill us. That's what's happening right now. That is logical. Please get someone here as quickly as possible. So my brothers wake up from the banging, and I'm trying to, put on a brave face for them, but I'm really freaking out. And my Labrador Retriever, by the way, is just laying there looking at me like, do you want me to do something about this? Seriously, what are you here for? So the dispatcher says, okay, police, they're at your house. Okay, they have a spotlight. Okay, it's your parents. Yeah. They see your mom on the porch. Okay, they see your dad. Yeah, they want you to go open the door. You lock the door. So, in my responsible mode, I locked the screen door because that's what my parents did before they went to bed. But there's not a key for the screen door. So, my dad, in his brilliance, thought pounding on the front door and pounding on our bedroom windows would wake us up. So we'd open the door, because that's not scary. To wake up to pounding on your windows, that's fine. This was before cell phones, in his defense, but like maybe he could have gone to the neighbors, I don't know. So I sent my brother to let my parents in because I wasn't letting anybody see me.